Welcome back. We understood the definition of accounting to say that accounting deals with measurement and reporting. Reporting for mainly the external users. We also met several external users and understood how they are using financial statements and financial information for decision making. Let us now focus on the reporting and, more importantly, the measurement part of the accounting system. We will elaborate now on what is the accounting system. Accounting system is very simple and, like any other system, has input, process and output. So, input of monetary transaction and events. For example, a company buys an equipment for $10,000. This is a monetary transaction and an event, and this will be recorded in the books of accounts. But there are certain events and certain phenomena that are not recorded in the books of accounts because they do not have any monetary impact at that point in time, or they cannot be measured in money terms. For example, the reputation of a business or the quality of service provided by the business. These cannot be expressed in money terms, and therefore we do not record these into the financial accounting system or the books. Once the inputs of monetary transaction events are entered into the system, it then moves to the process. Processing is like any other processing system with a CPU. The process of accounting is done through a mechanism called double entry system of bookkeeping. But today we need not learn this double entry system because most of these processing happen through computers and through complex softwares. You can do it manually, or you can have a complex software like an ERP system. The kind of software used by companies depends on the size, the scale of the business, the volume of transaction, and the amount of data and the level of information required by managers and other stakeholders. But for our course, we will use a simple accounting equation that will mimic the software, and we will still be able to record transaction through the accounting equation. However, remember, although there is a processing done, all the processes are followed or recorded through an important measure called generally accepted accounting principles or accounting rules. Both measurement and reporting are as per rules, and these rules are called as GAAP rules or also called as accounting standards.
Professor, why do we need a set of rules for measurement and reporting?
We know that all monetary transactions related to an enterprise are expressed in the financial statements. However, the financial statements can be prepared in several different phases. We need these rules to bring uniformity in the reporting process. This will also enable a fair presentation of financial information across companies and across countries. It would help investors and other users to compare one company to the other and take informed decisions. Accounting standards are made by designated bodies all around the world. For example, in the US, the accounting standards are formulated by a body called Financial Accounting Standards Board. We also call the accounting standards as rules, or for example in US you call it as US GAAP. All around the world there are several accounting standards that are followed, but today if you see, most of these standards are converged into one major accounting standard formulator, the International Accounting Standards Board. International Accounting Standard Board promulgate accounting rules, accounting standards called IFRS or International Financial Reporting Standards. Today, more than 100 countries around the world have adopted IFRS, or at least are in the process of adopting IFRS. Accounting standards are very important because they provide a framework for financial reporting and disclosure. These standards specify the way in which transactions have to be measured, how they are recognized, and how they are disclosed. Accounting standards play a key role in removing number of alternatives available to present a particular item in the financial statements. This ensures uniformity of measurement and reporting across entities. We have now seen input of monetary transaction and events, and we have seen how this gets processed into the accounting system. Remember, all the process happens through two things. One, the process happens through a formal system called the double entry bookkeeping system. But more importantly, for us users of financial statements, we should remember that the financial statements that come out of the system are prepared using accounting rules called as accounting standards or GAAP rules. So what comes out of the accounting system are the three important financial statements, namely the balance sheet, the statement of profit and loss or the income statement, and the cash flow statement. So three financial statements. Apart from these three financial statements, there are other reports such as statement of changes in equity, statement of comprehensive income, notes to financial statements, and other annexures and supplementary reports. But the major report are the balance sheet, the income statement, and the cash flow statement. Let me quickly elaborate a little bit on the three statements. The balance sheet is a statement which is prepared at a particular point in time, and this statement gives the users the list of assets, the liability, and the stockholders' equity as on a particular date. Usually this date is at the end of the financial year. The income statement reports the revenue and the expenses incurred by the business during a particular period of time. This can be a month, a year, and so on. And lastly, the cash flow statement reports the cash receipts and the cash payments of the business for a specific period of time. So remember, three statements, most important: the balance sheet, the income statement, and the cash flow statement.
Who prepares these statements? Are these prepared by executives? This means they can easily manipulate the financial statements. How can we trust the financial statements?
Good question, Trigger. The financial statements are audited by what we call as statutory auditors. These are professionally qualified people or firms like the chartered accountants or the certified public accountants in different countries, and they audit the financial statements of a company. The auditors are usually appointed by the shareholders or stockholders in the annual general meeting. They possess expert knowledge in accounting and auditing. Auditors ensure that the financial statements are reliable based on the information provided to them. Auditors ensure financial statements are prepared based on the accounting rules that we just discussed. They verify that the various transactions that are disclosed by the company are properly evidenced and presented in a proper manner in the financial statements. Audited financial statements assure the users that the financial statements fairly reflect the financial status and the performance of the company based on the information given to the auditors. Financial statements, when certified by auditors, make them reliable and trustworthy, making it a valuable source of information to stakeholders for their decision making. So far, we have looked at the accounting system. We have seen input, process, and output in the form of financial statements that are audited by the statutory auditors.